ஓகே கரெக்டாக சொல்லுங்க. ஓகே கரெக்ட். சார் பார்த்துட்டு வந்துட்டீங்க. அப்டேட்டடாக இருக்காங்க. இன்னைக்கு 3 ஹை கமிஷன்லேருந்து வராமல் ஆப்பிரிக்காவில் இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட்.
I request you all to have a seat in your respective seats. Good morning, everyone. I would like warmly to welcome you all to Annamalai University International Student Ceremony 2017. And before going further, I would like to recognize the presence of the Vice Chancellor of Annamalai University and the Registrar of Annamalai University, the Controller of Examination of Annamalai University, the Director of International Relations of Annamalai University, the syndicate member and the Director of Distance Education of Annamalai University. I'm George Juma. I'm highly pleased to welcome you all in this ceremony as you all present in this ceremony, convocation ceremony of our graduation of Annamalai University. I welcome friends, families, and our dear graduates. Thank you all.
My name is Opal Favor. To begin this program, I'll please ask us to stand up for the prayers. It's all about your commitment to the completion of your academic career in Annamalai University. Today we celebrate all our outgoing students of class 2017. Some of you have spent 2 years here in pursuit of your master's. Some of you have spent 4 years in pursuit of your bachelor's degree under pharmacy and engineering, while some have spent 5 years under the integrated system. Let's take this time to please congratulate our graduates by clapping for them. We know it has not been really easy, but it was worth it and you did it. It's not easy to complete what you start, but you did it. We are proud of you. When I'm saying we are proud of you, we mean the teachers, the whole authority of the school, classmates, friends, and families. We are so proud of you that you made it. This moment is all about you, okay? And now you have gotten to this stage which you've gotten to. It means that there is nothing that can stop you from being successful. You've got all you have to be successful. It depends on your dedication and your commitment, and you can do it if you want to do it. It's in you. So just go out there and explore all your potentials. Thank you. Take this time to welcome Andrew Imohai. Can we please clap as he comes to give a farewell speech to our graduates?
Good morning, respected Vice Chancellor. Good morning, respected Dean. Good morning, Registrar. Good morning, our father, Dr. T. Ram Kumar. And other respected guests, you are highly welcome. Today is the day of joy, the day we have been waiting for all these years. Today is the graduation of our seniors. I appreciate you guys for the courage you took to study in Annamalai University, despite the years, 2 years, 4 years, 5 years. But the key thing in life is courage. When you have the courage, seriously, you are encouraged to do more. And I'm very happy to stand here to tell you that the future just got started for you. You have a lot in front of you. A lot of us will be working in the labor market. A lot of us will be working in business enterprises. But everything depends on you. If you have gone this far in Annamalai University, you can go far in anywhere in life. A lot of us started together, but we didn't finish together. That is one thing with life. It doesn't matter how you start, but what matters is how you end. Some of our mates today, maybe they stopped school because of lack of funds, because of family issues. But the courage you had to continue to study, everything will be so good and so smooth for you. I wish you guys nothing but joy. I wish you guys nothing but happiness. I wish you guys nothing but a good life ahead. I wish you what you wish yourself. You can wish yourself. I'll be backstage. I'll be crying backstage because I can't cry here. I'll be crying backstage. Seriously, if you know how to cry, you can join me backstage so we cry together. Seriously, we have to cry together. It's a moment of joy. And today, everybody must take a picture with me. They must. Yeah, everybody must take a picture with me. I am very, very happy. God bless you all. God bless Annamalai University. God bless Africa. And God bless India. Thank you very much.
Respected Vice Chancellor, the Registrar Director of International Registration, distinguished guest administrator, Dean of Parents, faculties, friends, family, and colleagues. It's my distinct pleasure and true honor to have us. On behalf of 2017 graduation students, I would like to thank all who put hands together to make us this day grand and successful and make us special. It's Annamalai University brought us this far and support us. Grateful for bringing us together as one. To my fellow graduates and friends, it's an honor to speak to all of you today. Before I go, I would like to speak. Many people say that today is the day we start the journey. I disagree. The journey began a long time ago, and today just happened. God bless you all.
And the entire family of Annamalais. So this time we have the graduation program for the overseas students. It's a memorable occasion on every graduate, especially when you talk about the overseas students, it's more memorable in their lifetime. They came here very long back. Many of them are 5 years back, and few of them are 2 years back. But they enjoyed the campus. They have been well placed in the campus with all the comforts. That is exclusively because of the guidance of the Vice Chancellor and the support extended by the authorities of the university. With this, I'm very happy our most respected Vice Chancellor is here on this occasion. On behalf of the organizing committee, on behalf of the Center for International Relations, Annamalai University, I extend a warm welcome to you, sir. So a captain always lead by the sergeants, or otherwise the next in command. That is none other than our registrar of Annamalai University, who is immediate in action for all your requirements. Especially, he has a very great concern to the overseas students at the time of examinations in all dimensions. He is very kind enough to the students. He understands the difficulties of the overseas students very well, and he is extending a great support as a father to all the international students. I take this opportunity to welcome you, sir, on this occasion. Now it's a great pleasure to welcome our most respected dean and our beloved friend and a senior member of the university, the syndicate member of the university, Dr. Tiruvallur sir, who is very close to the students community, even though he is holding a very high position as a syndicate member of the university. And he has an ability to move very close with the students, and many times he thinks and advocates for the students from the student point of view. Rather than he is on an administrative side, he advocates for the students and he supports the students, and he is a person who always stands for the students' support. I extend a warm welcome to Tiruvallur sir, the syndicate member of the university. Now I extend, everybody knows that university system has an examination and which determines the graduation. So that job is very meticulous one, and it is being carefully designed, and it has been well executed by our controller of examination who is here. I extend a warm welcome to you, sir, on behalf of this association. I extend a warm welcome to the Dean, Faculty of Arts. The Faculty of Arts is having a high number of students from international community right from the inception. I extend a warm welcome to you, sir, on behalf of the Center for International Relations and the graduation students. The teaching is a very tough task, and the role of the teacher is not limited in brought up of the students. In that line, we have our Dean Faculty of Education, who is always very simple, and he all put his views in a very acceptable manner. I extend a warm welcome to you, sir, on this occasion. I extend a warm welcome to our Dean friend, Dr. Ravichandran sir, Dean Faculty of Agriculture, who always tell to me, Ramkumar, you have good number of overseas students, and there is a lot of potential for them in their home country, for their development and for the growth. In that line, you have to groom them and you have to take care of them since they are away from their homes and they need support from our university. He always discusses and guides us. But only unfortunate thing is that we are not able to accommodate the students in the agriculture, because all the African countries are bestowed with the natural resources. Equally, as per the mineral resources, they are bestowed with the good land for agriculture. Even in fact, our Vice Chancellor has been in a committee and he has sanctioned more than ₹1 crore for development of coffee plantation in African country. A good opportunity is that some way you have to find a way, you have to find many solutions for many of the issues, and you have to find a way to accommodate these people in your faculty. So the young and dynamic, our Dean, Faculty of Science, Dr. Kapilanka is here. He is very serious in nature, of course, in all ways, in all dimensions. He looks at things very serious and plans and extending his support to the students very immediately. Even though he has assumed the office very recently, he came out with a chartered program for the development of the students, especially for the overseas students. It is under process in which way they have been brought up to the society level from their countries. And equally, the great man with a large number of enrollment, and his division is the Director of Distance Education, DDE is here. Even from the very beginning, the distance education of Annamalai University has spread its arms in overseas. Many of the universities has never thought of it. So we have a good number of overseas centers operated by Annamalai University. We have given, and it is in good position that we have more than 15 centers are operating at with Annamalai University. And it's my great pleasure to welcome the Dean of Academics, who is innovative in thought and bringing out newer programs. Especially he wants to introduce newer curriculums in diversified manner, in an amalgamated manner. Actually, a warm welcome to you, sir. It's my great pleasure to welcome my mentor, Dr. Subbaiah sir, the former advisor of the international students, who is the man behind the show and who is the man behind the huge strength of students at Annamalai campus. Dear faculty members, I would like to quote a word here. The Annamalai University campus in India is having the highest number of overseas students in the single campus. Even though the Pune University is having about 503 students, but they are having 647 affiliated colleges. 643 affiliated colleges they are having 603 students. But at a single campus, the Annamalai is having highest number of overseas students in a single campus in India. So that is the strong foundation and the support and the dedicated commitment made by our Subbaiah sir, and everyone knows for that also. And I'm a great pleasure to welcome you, sir. And every students remember, and including myself, we take the advice of you on all occasions. It's my great pleasure to welcome the member secretary of the Fund Utilization Committee of Annamalai University, the second financial controller, I can say. Extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Actually, a warm welcome to Director DDE, Director Marine Science, Dr. Veerapan sir, on this occasion. I think your department is also having overseas students from last 2 years onwards. I hope many inquiries will coming on the oceanography side and marine biology side, and I hope you will be getting more students. And equally, my friend Samtar Rajakumar is there, and his department is also associating with the Center for International Relations closely to enroll more number of students, especially in the financial, marketing, and the international financing side. So I extend a warm welcome to you. I extend a warm welcome to my colleagues, those who are closely associating in organizing the function. Dr. S. Vasudevan, who shouldered the responsibility of organizing this event in a successful way. Equally, my colleague Dr. Selvaraj is here. I extend a warm welcome to both of you. On behalf of the Center for International Relations, I extend a warm welcome to Bhakyaraj and the PRM colleges for his support and kindness. More importantly, I welcome my own students, our family student members, the graduating students and their friends, especially many of them, they have invited the landlord to this function. I extend a warm welcome to all the landlords, the house owner, otherwise we call it them, on this occasion. I extend a warm welcome to the student community as well as to the research scholars. So this center has been nurtured by our Vice Chancellor in a very effective manner. He has given a great support in admitting the overseas students and also extending, taking care of the facilities. This is the only one university in India who is extending the maximum care for the students, especially in terms of hostel accommodation. We don't have any other university in India is having an accommodation, mixed accommodation with kitchen facility. And more importantly, the huge expenditure when you go out of any country is the medical expenses. That is the insurance we have to make. But fortunately, our university, under the guidance of our Vice Chancellor and Registrar, they extend the medical support to all the overseas students as that of the Indian students, as that of our. So you have been treated on par, on equal, on all circumstances, on par with the Indian community. This is the one university in India which extends the medical support with all the overseas students. Nowhere in India, even in Pune, or even in Delhi University, even in JNU, they are even in the central universities they are not extending the support. Even we are extending on humanitarian ground for the students to extend their visa till the completion of the program, that especially they getting the convocation and going back to the. So this is one of the best institute, as already you have been witnessing the progress of the university, and it is accredited with A by NAC, the ranking by the Indian government, and very well it has been received in the overseas. And you have been, my request on behalf at this moment is you have served as an ambassador, you have to serve as an ambassador for the university, and it is your responsibility to make the Annamalai flag to high at top wherever you go. Definitely, I have seen across the African, everywhere I go, I could be able to see right from the airport to the banks or to the government offices that Annamalai students are there, sir. That is the greatest support. More than nearly about 40,000 Annamalaians are there in the African countries. That's one way, they have been either educated from Annamalai distance education or being an on-campus program, or they have been studied earlier with Annamalai and migrated long back. So nearly about 40,000 Annamalaians are there in the entire African continent. That is the recent survey we have made, and we hope the number will increase in the coming days. It is not because that a mere attraction, it is by the quality as well as the dedicated teaching of the Annamalai University and the facilities and the great concern by the teachers for the students, which makes this number to grow or double in education. So with this, I am happy to welcome you and to address you on this occasion. Thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity. I wish all the best and great success to my graduating students on this occasion. Thank you very much.
Words of encouragement, and as we fellow students, may we please clap for him once again. Then I would like to call upon the Registrar of Annamalai University to give his word of felicitation. Highly welcome.
Respected Vice Chancellor of this University, Dr. Thiruvalluvan, Member of Syndicate, Dean Faculty of Indian Language, Dr. Nagarajan, Dean Faculty of Arts and Fine Arts, Dr. Kabilan, Dean Faculty of Science, Dr. Babu, Dean Faculty of Education, Dr. Ravichandran, Dean Faculty of Agri, Controller of Examination, Dr. Aram Chandrasekharan, Dr. M. Arul, Director, DDE, Dr. Ram Kumar, Director, International Affairs, then Dr. Manivannan, Academic Director, Academic Affairs, Dr. Selvaraj, GUCC Coordinator, Dr. Farmer, International Relations Director, Dr. Subbaya, Dr. Veerappan, Dr. Samtaraja Kumar, Dr. Vasudevan, Dr. Selvaraj, invited guests, colleagues, graduating students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to all. I am delighted to participate in the International Students Graduation Day. I congratulate all the graduate students for their academic performance, which has led them all to this wonderful moment. It is very special occasion in the life of every student who has toiled to earn this degree. It is dream come true as you walk away with your degree and step out the prestigious institution. It is an important milestone for every one of you and for the university as well. It makes the university proud to see its students graduating with their flying colors. This day marks the beginning of new episode in your lives. Graduation never stops here since life keeps you teaching new things and you keep graduating for the rest of your lives. If one can realize this is too easy to be successful, from now onwards you will be entering a new world competition. Life will throw a lot of changes. You must feel confident of meeting uncertainties and challenges and face those with positive attitude. I am sure that all of you will be very successful in your field. Nothing great was ever achieved without enthusiasm, and there is no substitute for hard work. Globalization and created opportunity, but it is constantly keeps shifting the benchmark to a higher level. To cope with this challenge, it is important for young graduates to keep themselves updated. Dream big, and I am sure future belongs to you. I appeal to use all the skills learned here to serve the society. It is very important as you will be remembered for your contribution to the society. I wish to great future ahead, and I once again congratulate you all on the occasion of your graduation. I hope that you will be the goodwill ambassador for the great seat for learning. I thank the organizer the opportunity gives. Thank you, one and all.
For the syndicate member of Annamalai University to give his word of advice.
Most respected our Honorable Vice Chancellor, most respected Registrar, Deans of various faculties, the Controller of Examination, the Director DDE, and the Director Ram Kumar, the Director Academic Affairs, the Director, former Head of Population Studies, Dr. Samta Rajakumar, President Head Department of MBA, Selvaraj, PRM Bhagiraj, and my heartful friendly students, good morning to all. We are having a gift, our Honorable Vice, with your cell phone. Our Vice Chancellor will pick up the phone and give the response accordingly. This is our luckiness, I can say. Today is your memorable day because you are getting the degree from Annamalai. Hereafter, you will be proud to say, I am a Annamalai. As our Ram Kumar rightly pointed out, all over the globe, in any places, there is one Annamalai. This is the greatness of our university, and as one of the dream of our Honorable Vice Chancellor to build up a very huge amount of alumni of Annamalai University. Our Vice Chancellor planned to increase the number of the alumni as 1 billion. We can, because we are having huge number of students and on campus, around 35,000 students and on campus in future. That's why if our Honorable Vice Chancellor's dreams may success, the Annamalai University Alumni Association can easily support the university and its development. So that I request these graduates kindly include you as a partner of this bright light. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, friend. Most respected Vice Chancellor of this great university, respected Registrar Sir, respected Deans on the days, Director DDE, Director Academic Affairs, coordinator GUCC, heads of the department, CSK sir, Veerapan sir, and dear friends of office. Last but not least, our international students. Very good morning to one all gathered here. As you know that Africa and India has unique qualities. Africa is full of resources. Asia is full of resources. But the only thing is, we are underdeveloped countries. We are developing countries rather. So in this, what we have to do is, maybe we have abundant resources, but we don't know how to harness the resources. For that we need education. When you go to, say, people think that Africa is underdeveloped, but it's not so. When you go to Johannesburg, or when you go to Durban, you can see it's something like New York, right? So, but the thing is, but the remote places may be underdeveloped. But as far as South Africa is concerned, you go to even Ethiopia or Eritrea, wherever, near Kasa is a very popular city, right? A lot of universities are there, a lot of students are studying. So South Africa is picking up, even though some internal wars are going on, still, it is still a better place to live. So, but as you know that Annamalai is a great place. Annamalai is a temple of learning. It has provided you an ambience for your residence. Okay, I see when I go to some shops, people are speaking even Akka, that give that. I don't know, even we never use Akka Anna. But a lot of people are using Akka Anna, right? That is that fraternity feeling that is great. You may be an African or you may be Indian, but you are a human being. That stands there, right? Okay? With that. So wherever you go, you should be a good citizen. You have to deliver. With the support of our student-friendly Vice Chancellor sir and Registrar sir, we have provided you whatever the maximum with the help of all deans, right? Sometimes we could not help you because of some rules and regulations, as you know that, but even we are working on it. We are trying to provide a platform which is very conjugal, which will be useful for you to stay here and study here with courage and with faith. I thank for the opportunity, and I wish you all, right? I appreciate you all because you are very far away from your place, you are far away from your parents, but we see you are near us. So the fairness, it is not a farewell, it is we wish you in all walks of your life. Wish you all the best. God bless. Thank you. God bless.
I would like to call also the Dean of Arts. Sir, you are highly welcome.
Most respected Vice Chancellor, beloved Registrar, Deans of various faculties, Controller of Examination, Director DDE, Dr. Ramkumar, Director Academic Affairs, former Director International Students Center, Member Secretary Dr. Samurai GUCC, the Director of Marine Science, the Head of the Department of Business Administration Dr. Samtara Kumar, Dr. Samurai, PRM, Secretary Vice Chancellor Mr. Bhajaraj, my dear students, good morning to all and all. At outside, my sincere and heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor for giving me this opportunity. After independence, for the purpose of development of higher education in India, the Government of India comes forward, appointed one education committee in the year 1948 under the chairmanship of Dr. S. Radhakrishnan. This committee conducted survey and submitted a report to the Government of India. As a result, the Government of India come forward established University Grant Commission in the year of 1953. In the year 1953, only 50 universities under the control of VGC. Now it rose to 799 universities in India, more than 39,000 colleges in India. I appreciate and congratulate all of you for having selected the Annamalai University to do higher study among the 799 universities in India. I appreciate all of you for having selected this Annamalai University. Fortunately, our Vice Chancellor as well as the Annamalai University is a student-friendly university. In this juncture, I request all of you, please bring more students from your place to study at Annamalai University. Because our Vice Chancellor always helping to the students. He is always thinking the welfare of the students. That is why I request each and every one, please bring more students to study at Annamalai University. I am from Library Science Department. Dr. Abdul Kalam said, one book is equal to 100 best friends. Please read more books and develop your knowledge. After returning your place, please do something in your society for the upliftment. Within the viewers, once again I thank the members of our committee for giving this opportunity. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your words. As you guys have heard from his words, he's likely welcome and highly to have us as African in this campus. We should bring our brothers and sisters to learn from here and get the perfect knowledge. I would like also to call up
So most respected learned Vice Chancellor and most respectful Registrar and our syndicate member, beloved Deans, Controller of Examination, DD Director and Academic Director Manivandan Sir, and Subayan Sir, and my good friend UCC, Coordinator and Member Secretary Silvaraj Sir, and Marine Biology Director Veerapan Sir, and MBA Head of Department Samudraj Kumar Sir, and Silvaraj Sir from Geology, and EA to Vice Chancellor Sir, and Kalidas Sir. Good afternoon to one and all. So, as the Faculty of Science Dean, I just have a message to you. 3 years back, one Rwandan student who did his MBA happens to come every day to tennis court. But after that, I feel I'm not seeing so many persons. You know very well in top level in Olympics and all international games, you are all excelling. So if you happen to focus upon that also, you will have a meritorious position while you are getting graduation and going to your country, and every chance of getting a very beautiful job if you are having an additional qualification of sportsmanship. So I request this message can be transmitted to your junior fellows who will be getting graduation maybe next year. So it's an appreciable day because I appreciate Ram Kumar sir here as a director, because I would have been having the experience under the stewardship of Subaya sir. Happened to have the same graduation day at a nearby good hotel here every year. At the time, most of the faculty members and the deans are not at all present. Now it is our Vice Chancellor Registrar's impulsion, I feel so, that this has been arranged in a meritorious manner first time, and you are all graduating in these 2 years of under the stewardship of Manian sir. A peaceful atmosphere is existing here, wherein all the faculty as well as the meritorious positions of the people are having, and all the academic programs are done in a peaceful way. It's a fantastic era in language. When Shakespeare, Julius Caesar came over to Cairo, the Shakespeare used to note over here, having come, seen and conquered. So you are all in a position to conquering
the fantastic graduation from Annamalai University. From the words of Ram Kumar, I happen to know that nearly 485 students are here and 185 students are getting graduation today. It's a fine day for you, memorable day. I hope this kind of fragrance will be transmitted to you, transmitted to your junior members also to concentrate on that. And of course, as a science dean, I would like to say some words about you. It can be transmitted to your fellow students in your country also. That in the science department we have nearly 4 courses are conducted. MSc in computer science and MCA. Of course, 5-year integrated course for software. And nearly 600 students are there. And some of you are studying there also, your juniors also there. And the teachers are very fantastically graduated, all are doctorates. So you can just tell your students and fellow countrymen, those youngsters, that you can have the computational degree here, which will facilitate. Similarly, and for science faculties, we are here nearly 9 departments, in which microbiology is a fantastic one, and herbal science, since your African countries are well enriched with the fauna and flora, and it is possible to have with zoology as well as microbiology, similarly herbal science and biochemistry and biotechnology. With this, I thankfully acknowledging the chance given to me by your Vice Chancellor and Registrar for having in the dais. Thank you, one and all. Good night.
Beloved and most respected Vice Chancellor, respected Registrar, Member of Syndicate, Dr. Thiruvallur, Dean of Arts, Dr. Nagarajan, Dean Education, Dr. Babu, Dean Science, Kabila, Dr. Controller of Examination, Director DD, Dr. Ram Kumar, who is looking after international relations of our university, Director Academic, Dr. Manivarnan, former Director of Students, International Relations, Dr. Subbaiah, GSCC Director Selvaraj, Dr. Veerappan, Director of Marine Sciences, Samudra Kumar, Honorary Founder of MBA, Selvaraj from Geology, Peer to Vice Chancellor, PRM, Kalidas, the graduates of today's function. Now, it is a memorable day in our life. Dear students, you joined either 5 years back or 2 years back from our country. So when you are joined here, whenever even we used to send our ward to other countries. So we are afraid of certain aspects like security and also financial relationship, etc. So like that if you come across. So you have come from your country for the past 5 years and you have stayed here, and your parent or your government, they have spent a lot financially. At the same time, the expectations are more from you because we have come out of the country to learn and equip yourselves. So their expectation will be you will deliver goods in higher level. So that is normally anybody's expectation if a person goes to other country for education. Like that, your parent, your society, your government will expect more from you. So I assume that Annamalai University might have given a lot of self-confidence on you. You might have taught at all higher level, and also, so that is Annamalai University characteristic is particularly it will develop a leadership. So only the leadership quality, wherever you go, the leadership quality if you have, definitely you can shine, you can show your identity. So education is a part. You are today you are getting graduation. So after getting graduation, it's the first step in our life that you are called as a graduate. So now you can cross many steps. You can go for post-graduation, you can go for PhD, even go for postdoctoral, like that. Number of opportunities are there. So this is one of the residential university has given a lot of hope to you, particularly learn more, interact with the people, and particularly this region is having a lot of traditional thing, particularly this town, Chemram town it is a Lord Nararaja, it is a famous deity of India, particularly in Hindustva. It is very, very important deity. It is a famous place in India, so where you are studying. So even though that is Annamalai University has given a lot of information to you. So that is your social obligations are there. When you go to your country, the social responsibility you have to execute, and so you have to serve your society particularly. as you like, first of all. So you will have some imagination, some idea when you come out of your country, so I have to do certain things like that for your country. So such type of things you have to execute and develop your nation. At the same time, as a university dean, just I request you, you should serve as an ambassador, particularly to send students from your respective country. So normally, for example, my son went to one country and then he took his sister with him, like that. When you go to your country, you send one of our family member, one of our village person to Annamalai University, so thereby they will be educated further. So like that, your nation will also benefit and our Annamalai University also will maintain relationship with your country. So now, just Ram Kumar already told that is in agriculture, so the foreign students are very less. But here our system of education is particularly BS agriculture, we are going for counseling system. So in the counseling system, we are not having separate provision for that. And we have to create a provision particularly for international students to do agriculture. But we are giving opportunity particularly in the PG program and also PhD program. In agriculture also some of the departments. Our national people, many students are from other countries are studying PG and also PhD. For base agriculture, so we have to think of and we have to discuss with the authorities. We have to make provision for such type of studies. Because it is a credit-based system, particularly our admissions are over in particular period. We cannot extend the admission period. So that is the concerns we are having. Before that is August, we have to complete the admission. So for in such a way, if they come forward, we can give chance for admission to BS agriculture also. That part will be taken care. We discuss with the authorities. The possibility we think of and give admission to agriculture also. So now it is a occasion that I already told is you discharge your social obligations and you have to satisfy the social responsibility of your parent also. And this is the occasion you have to remember in your life because so whenever you get a graduation, that is a memorable day in your life. So wherever you go, wherever all of you for this day, and also I wish that you should come up in your life as a successful person and by performing your duties and responsibilities in such a way that you should be identified as one of the person and finally you should be identified as an Annamalai. So with these few words, I wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for a helpful speech. Then we have the Dean of Education. Please, sir, you're highly welcome.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, respected Registrar, respected Controller of Examinations, dignitaries on the dais, and my dear students. A day to be celebrated for the hard work and dedication you have put in throughout the period of program. Every end has a new beginning. Life is a journey, and all accomplishments you achieve during it and its course should be taken as a starting point for the further achievements. Moving from the academia to the real world will involve some culture shock, definitely. Those who are patient, open-minded, and who are willing to work hard to adjust to the new environment will succeed. The sea of knowledge knows no boundaries. That it means learning does not begin or end with the university education. I would like to say one important information by this juncture. Most respected Vice Chancellor Sir, this university, our Annamalai University, before 1996, awarded more than 300 Bachelor of Education degrees to the South African countries' students. By the time we visited South Africa and African countries, and we conducted programs throughout African countries. And we even called the people from South African countries to our Chidambaram and conducted the examination. And as far as my faculty is concerned, so many courses are open at this stage. Yoga courses, psychology courses, physical education and education courses are available at present. I request all the graduates, go propagate and be ambassadors and bring your students to our campus, both for on-campus and off-campus programs. To conclude my short speech, at the international level, Africans with Americans, Africans with Europeans, Africans with Australians, relationship is not as good as we expect. But Africans with Asians, please remember, we are always friendly. We are always close to one another. Africans and Asian relationships are knitted very strongly. Keep that in your mind. Don't forget Asians. The last message I want to say, all the graduates should concentrate on constructive work, constructive activities. Please don't involve in destructive activities of the whole world. That's very important. Finally, to say, my dear students, concentrate on international peace. International peace. You contribute for international peace and inculcate tolerance in you. Inculcate tolerance in you. Thank you very much.
Speech. I would like to call also upon the Director of Distance Education of Annamalai University. You're welcome, sir.
Most Honorable Vice Chancellor of Annamalai University, beloved Registrar, Dr. V. Tirulvan, Member Syndicate and Dean Faculty of Indian Languages, Dr. N. Nagarajan, Dean Faculty of Arts, Dr. Babu, Dean Faculty of Education, Dr. Kabilan, Dean Faculty of Science, Dr. Ravisundaran, Dean Faculty of Agriculture, Dr. Ramkumar, Director of International Affairs, Dr. Manivannan, Academic Affairs, and former Director of International Affairs, Dr. Subbayan, Dr. Selvaraj, member of GUCC, Dr. Sabdraj Kumar, Head of the Department of MBA, Dr. Veerappan, Dr. Vasudevan, Dr. Selvaraj, PA to Vice Chancellor, PRM, and my dear student friends. I am very much pleased for getting this opportunity to address the fresh graduates. So you are all now the brand ambassadors of Annamalai University. As said by many of the deans and almost all the dignitaries, you go anywhere in the world, you can find Annamalai people, Annamalaians. So now you are also going to represent Annamalai University, and you should spread the positive image. In case if you have any negative or any issues, you can inform our Director of International Affairs, Dr. Ramkumar, or to us, so that we will rectify that in future. So spread the message positively, and we welcome more number of students both on campus as well as in distance education. In case if you are willing, you can come forward, you can do courses on campus. In case if you are not able to come over here, and we have any tie-up and MOU with even African countries, so you can do almost all the courses in your own country. So we welcome, and I wish you all the best and wish you a grand success. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
I would like to respectfully call upon the Vice Chancellor of Annamalai University to welcome you.
Our Registrar of Annamalai University, Dr. Armugam, Dr. Chandrasekharan, Controller of Examinations, Dr. Thiruvalluvan, Syndicate Member in Dean Faculty of Indian Languages, Dr. Babu, Dean Education, Dr. Nagarajan, Dean, Faculty of Arts, Dr. Kabilan, Dean, Faculty of Science, Dr. Ravichandran, Dean, Faculty of Agriculture, Dr. Arul, Director, BDE, Dr. Ramkumar and Dr. Subaya, Research and then Directors, Center for International Relations, Dr. Manivannan, Director, Academic Affairs, Dr. Selvaraj, Member Secretary, Grants Utilization and Coordination Committee, Dr. Veerappan, Director, CEs in Marine Biology, Dr. Samudra Kumar, Head of the Business Management Department, Selvaraj Vasudevan of Fifth Sciences, Bakiraj Kaviraj, parents, family members and friends of the graduating students, and my dear young graduating students from overseas countries. In fact, today, we were expecting 3 dignitaries from embassies to address you during this great day. But unfortunately, they were all held up in Ahmedabad in the function organized to initiate the African Development Bank in Gujarat. So this is the first African Development Bank outside Africa, and it was inaugurated yesterday by our Prime Minister Modi ji, and I was very much impressed by the address of our Prime Minister. He said that Africa will be the top priority in the foreign and economic policy matters of India. So India will stand shoulder to shoulder with Africa in its race towards brighter future. So that was the message of the Indian Prime Minister yesterday. And the African Development Bank will support all the initiatives of the Indian government taken in future in Africa. So my dear graduates, the relationship between India and Africa dates back to maybe 200 million years. So you would have heard of the Gondwana theory. So the Gondwana land, which included Africa, Australia, Antarctica, South America, and the Indian continent. It was a single landmass 200 years before. And slowly, the Indian subcontinent, along with Madagascar and New Zealand, slowly started moving towards north due to tectonic plate movement, and over the years, millions of years, it touched the Asian continent and joined with the Asia. So the relationship between Africa and India dates back to millions of years, Jurassic period. And it is still continuing. Many of the Indian leaders were emotionally attached to African countries, right from our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi, who lived in South Africa and practiced, and he fought against the apartheid. Later, Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi, our wonderful prime ministers, they visited almost most of the African countries, and they forged a good relationship with African people. Even today, there is a very good number of Indian expatriates who have chosen Africa as their mother country. They have adopted the African society and they are living there. And I welcome all these students from overseas countries, especially from African countries, to Annamalai University, and I congratulate everybody for choosing this university for their higher education. Annamalai University, as on today, has about 450 students from Africa, and I am very happy that 118 of them are graduating this year. So I congratulate them, and I request them to take this memory, their time spent in Annamalai University, to their mother country, and definitely they are going to occupy good positions and serve their country and people. And during this period, when they go back to their country, I request them to maintain contact with your colleagues, your teachers in Annamalai University. Also, you can send your wards, children, friends to Annamalai University for higher education. And Dr. Subbaya has been assigned the task of taking our degree programs to Africa through distance education mode, and I strongly hope that we will open up many more areas in the academic side to African students. This year, one of our affiliates, the Fire and Safety, the National Institute of Fire and Safety, they are going to establish in Africa, and they are going to take the safety aspects, programs related to fire and safety aspects to Africa and the Gulf. My dear graduates, I want to take this opportunity to tell few positive things about Annamalai University. Annamalai University is one of the oldest universities in the country, started in 1929 along with Banaras Hindu University and Aligarh Muslim University. It's a multi-faculty, unitary residential university where you get opportunity to get to know all the subjects. There is enough opportunity for interdisciplinary research. Ours is an A-grade university assessed by NAC Committee, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, has placed our university in the top grade of A. And recently, the National Institute of Ranking Framework has placed our university in the top 100 institutions, educational institutions in the country. So we were awarded a certificate of merit by the President of India recently, and our registrar went to Delhi to receive the certificate. And we are 56th among about 700 universities in the country. So when I took over 2 years back, the university had 49 departments, and this year very shortly the governor will approve 104 departments in our university. We have increased the number of departments and centers by 2-fold. Similarly, 2 years back, the number of PhD scholars were about 250, and this year the present strength of PhD scholars is 1,200, nearly 4,000. In terms of research project, 2 years back we had about 75 principal investigators, handling projects, research projects. Today there are more than 300 principal investigators handling different projects. And in the last 2 months, we have obtained huge funding from funding agencies, which runs into crores. More than 1 crore. Several projects are obtained, which are worth more than 1 crore. Our fine arts department, now it has nearly 14,500 students all over the country, all over the world. Even we have several overseas students, and we have 2 world-renowned artists in our fine arts department, 2 Padma Bhushans. They were awarded with the highest award in the country, civilian award of Padma Bhushan. Similarly, we have established a Center for Skill Development. Last year, we initiated a diploma program in mining, which is an application-oriented program. This year, we are including many more programs into the Center for Skill Development, a few diploma programs and certificate programs will be introduced. And one is a diploma program in solar panel maintenance, solar power maintenance, which will be useful to many of the overseas students also. So probably next year we will think of offering them an additional degree, some either diploma or certificate programs in the Center for Skill Development. So my dear students, the Annamalai University, as others spoke, has alumni everywhere in the world, all over the country, all over the world. And there are alumni associations in different departments, but we have decided to forge all these alumni associations under one umbrella, and shortly we are going to register an Annamalai University Alumni Foundation, which will be one of the largest alumni associations in the country. And I request all of you to enroll your name as alumni in the Annamalai University Alumni Foundation, and by this way you will be connected to all the students, all your friends all over the world who were graduates of this great university. So I congratulate every one of the students who are graduating this year from Annamalai University. This will be definitely a memorable period for you. The time you spent in Annamalai University will be green in your memory forever. And you will be connected through the alumni association with Annamalai University in future also. Your respective countries are awaiting your arrival for your continued service to the society and development of the economy of your countries. I wish you all the best. I pray God Almighty that you and your family should have a very bright future, and you should be able to support your respective countries and governments and society. Thank you, Ananda.
And felicitations which we have received from all our respective heads. Thank you so much. God bless you. Now comes the moment we've been waiting for. The moment for awards. That moment that makes students proud. That moment which makes us so proud as we are students. Here comes the moment.
Registrar, the syndicate member, the director of distance education, the controller of examination, the deans, the fellow graduates, and my fellow students and friends. Good morning to everyone. Convocation ceremony is a special day in the academic life of a student, as after years of hard work and education, they get their education degrees wearing the graduation gowns and walking up to the stage is the dream of every student in front of their family and friends, and that time has come. With due respect to Vice Chancellor of Annamalai University, permit me to call upon the graduates to boldly walk up to this stage and receive their well-deserved awards and certificate. Thank you, sir. Hassan Balo. Next will be political science. Ibrahim Hassan Balo. In population science, political science, Isa Keria.
Ready, sir?
Economics 2 years. Oitons Judith Karim. Sivomana Gwaka Innocent.
Ready, sir?
Kabalisa Richard.
So one by one.
For economics 5 years.
Waiting. Saturday.
Mukandamaje Francois. Followed by Lise Gentil.
Saturday.
One more Florence. Ndakize Herrera Alex. Irakarama Dusingizimana Colette.
Saturday.
Achiro Tracy.
Saturday, sir.
Kabengera Gilles n'iy'igitegeko. Uwimana Gilles, uhawe n'Imana Eric. Gatera Joyeuse. Shimimana Bruno.
Back. Konja back. Namande do.
Nyon Savar Vijay.
Back side. Remove the camera.
Rafiki Eric. Nijana Florence. Mukeshimana Delphin. Nyirabagenzi Florence. Nyirabagenzi Florence. Mukeshima Mazigishyika Michel. Department of Sociology, Hadra Sifil Shafi. Department of Commerce, MCOM Accounting and Finance for 2 years. Muhammad Adam Abdulatif Abdi. Omutoli Marie Soran. Morenzi Jean Remy. M.Com 5 years. Manju Uday. Masenje Shojene. Jungize Francine. Zaihera Sheilati. Ndawamenye Gervas. Mugishakazi Patience. Kakuzierenie Fabien. Wasesana. Senyumba Vedas. Department of Population Studies. Population Studies 5 years. Habamish Jean Paul. Miguel Umugesi Laisa. Ucha Minigo Openzi Isa. Siwemubi Beata. For business administration, Utera Shema. Jacqueline Victor Tabango.
Well,
Department of Rural Development. Nachoba Gilbert. Nachoba Gilbert. Department of Statistics, Shakar Al-Nadi Amin. Department of Physics, Ibrahim Abdallah Gaddafi Abdel Salman. Department of Art Sciences, MS Geology, 2 years. Abdul Salam Emlan Andres Buara. MS Geology, 5 years. Musa Muhammad. Faculty of Sciences, Department of Computer Science and Information Science. MS Information Technology, 5 years. Prishime Joel. Urijuru Rebecca. Babiba David. Etienne Kikurumba. Yaduhai Media. Lumana Medina. Munyakayaje Kelvin. Wamahoro Sorante. Kuhirwa Belsen. Tumesiye Ibrahim. Faculty of Marine Science, Department of MS Marine Science, 2 years. Abdul Kadir Omar Ziyad.
Please, the president of the Congress should move backward.
Sir, ready, sir? Sir, ready?
Pharmacy.
Sir, ready? Sir, ready, sir?
Yes.
Sir, ready? Sir, ready? Next. Sir, ready?
On behalf of myself, standing on the already existing protocol, on behalf of myself and 2017 Organization Committee, we express our profound gratitude to the Vice Chancellor, the Registrar, Director of International Relations, Dr. T.S. Ram.
Mukamujema Delphin. Uwizeyimana Francine. Please, after receiving your certificate, you might be seated. Nishimwe Consulate. Next, Niyitegeka Gideon. Mwenjekwa Ruth. Sarushimitse Evariste. Next, Aliyu Molo Lama. Faculty of Education, Department of Psychology, Clinical Psychology, 5 years. Ingabire Igihozo Vanessa.
Bonnie. No.
Ingabire Charlotte. Faculty of Agriculture, Department of Entomology. Abdisalam Al-Nur Abdi. Thank you, sir. This was a...
Can I get your attention all, please? Can we remain upon the representative of African community? Mr. Aaron, you're highly welcome.
Ready, sir?
And from 5 years.
Ready. Hello.
5 years.
Wait. Ready, sir?
Population studies 5 years.
Hello. Move. Sir, ready?
MBA 2 years.
Sir, go. Sir, ready?
MSc Statistics 5 years.
Sir, ready? Yes.
MSc Physics 2 years.
Ready with them. Ready.
MS Geology 2 years. Please let's history now.
Sir, ready.
MS Marine Science 2 years.
Sciences, the Dean of Arts, the Dean of Agriculture, the Dean of Education, and the Director of DDE. We express our thanks to Dr. X. Lesunderam for his contribution to this program. We express our thanks to our dear friend, Mrs. Monica, for her contribution in all dimensions to see that this our occasion record a huge success, and it remains indelible in our heart. We also express our thanks to Mr. Sati Moti, who helped in designing the invitations, certificate, and memento. I pray on behalf of everyone that God in His infinite mercy guide us and protect us to our various destinations. And on behalf of myself and the graduates, I wish every one of graduates success in all our endeavors. Long life Africans, God bless Africans, God bless Indians, God bless everyone. Love you all, love Indian, thank everyone.
Thank you, Ramat, for your great speech. What I'm going to list is the last agenda that we have, and right after that, we will come to an end of our program. I would like you to all stand up for the national anthem.
Yeah, very good.